Welcome to Comic Toy Reviews, and this is a review of the hardcover book Marvel Chronicle, a year-by-year history. It's, first of all, just a huge book. Cover price is $50 in the USA. I bought it on Amazon, probably it was like $35 range, something like that. You're not going to pay $50, definitely in the $30 range. Here is, hold on a second, very cool. It's a lithograph. I have a black and white version as well. But let me just get this stuff out of the way so I can get you into the main event. Right here. This is the book itself. Look, it's shaped kind of like an M, as in Marvel. Wrap around. It's by DK Books. They've done a lot of superhero books for Marvel and DC. In my opinion, a fantastic company, DK, producing some high quality stuff. Let me just pause this video for a second because I want to get rid of the outside coverings and have more room for the book. Okay, here we are. Marvel Chronicle. Forward by Stan Lee, afterward by Quasada. And what this book is about is basically the history of Timely Comics, Marvel Comics, from their humble beginnings into their explosive that we know of Marvel today, you know. And this book is for both comic fans and for people who just like comic books in general. And especially if you're a Marvel fan, it's fantastic. What they do is, let's say here, 1939 in the beginning, they bring up year by year the big and significant events for their company. First introduction of characters, major storylines, etc. They tell you who was involved in it, the writer, the artist. They tell you about the story. They tell you basically what went on. Check it out so you can see, like, example of some of the art. 1940s. You see what I mean? Look, it's very well displayed. Take images from the books, usually cover images, and basically it's, and a lot of this stuff is stuff you never even heard of, characters you never even heard of, characters forgotten, characters not talked about. I mean, if you were writing books for Marvel, in my opinion, or wanted research into characters and ideas, you just look at this book, you'll get ideas to think about, you'll get stuff you never even thought about that you could work with. It goes everything from the romance era in the books, and they had some horror back then. They had some Cowboys and Indians type books. Remember Atlas? They had the monster books. You probably heard of this stuff before, but never even really known more about it. Well, now you can. See, 1953. Talking about comic codes coming up. And then, of course, when you get a book like this, look at that. Every year on the tabs, they tell you, for example, it goes year by year, okay? And they tell you, they show you what's going on. And when you look at this, you could see the evolution of a company. You could see how it evolved from those humble beginnings, how once they were trying this, they were trying that, some stuff was failing, some stuff was succeeding. And when you look at this book, you get a real overall perspective of a company. Then here we are, 1960, boom, you know, Marvel age, no doubt. It didn't start that way in the first year or two. Check it out, did you know that? These are like prototypes. They called this character the Hulk, but he wasn't, just a name. And then boom, 1961, right there, the rebirth of the superhero. Then all of the Marvel magic happened. 1962, the 60s start swinging, boom, you know, Marvel greatness, hit after hit. The start of all of these fantastic Marvel characters. I mean, it really gets, you get a nice perspective in this. What I really like is the year by year they go in here, you know. They go by page after page of the evolution of the stuff, the significant events, first introductions of the characters, first introductions of the major villains. Right here, first introduction of Captain America in the Avengers 4, 1964 it happened in. It shows you basically Marvel Comics in a way that you've probably not seen before or read about before. And I've had other DK books, but this is by far, in my opinion, if you get one DK book, this is the book to get. This is a great book. Okay? And it's just amazing to look at. I'm gonna forward it a bit from the 60s. Look at that. The original Guardians of the Galaxy. It shows you characters and ideas that you've probably forgotten about, or that you have not even thought about it before, but every year, something new, something major, event after event going on. 1970. And so it shows you this book. Just for reading, you could skip around. I know that's what I do. I haven't read this thing cover to cover yet, but I have skipped around, back and forth, stuff I like, you know, learned a lot. I mean, stuff I didn't even know about, okay? Just fascinating stuff. And you'll learn that too. It's just an awesome book. Look at that. Really just trying to get into this frame. Show you, you could see it, the pages are high quality, the coloring high quality, the feel of the pages are high quality. It's a very professional book. Look, 1975, the X-Men are reborn. This started, that was the year the X-Men became what we know today, the hit that they are. And just a fantastic book. The only two negatives I would say about this book, to be honest, it gets out of date. Any of these books, when you get it, because Marvel is a continuing universe, stuff will get out of date, history will change, and it ends in, let me see, it ends in 2007 with, let me see, wait, no, wait, 2000, ends in 2008, when it goes about Secret Invasion. That's probably like the end point, 2008, Secret Invasion. But you know, I can't blame the book for that, because, as I told you, any of these books, when you're talking about the history of a company that's continuing, is going to get out of date. That's just the nature of the system. Okay? But, and the other negative is probably the cover price, so $50, right? I know 50 is a lot, but as I said, if you get it online, and it's like 35 or something in that 35 range. And for a book price, for the 35 range, definitely worth it. I mean, if you like Marvel Comics, if you're a comic book fan, I think you'll appreciate this. I think you will like this.